Can you hear me?
To most, he's Phil Mickelson, pro golfer. To me, he's, well, Dad. So when his joint pain from psoriatic arthritis got really bad, it scared me. And what could that pain mean?
Joint pain could mean joint damage. Enbrel helps relieve joint pain and helps stop further damage. Enbrel may lower your ability to fight infections. Serious, sometimes fatal events, including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, other cancers, nervous system and blood disorders, and allergic reactions have occurred. Tell your doctor if you've been someplace where fungal infections are common, or if you're prone to infections, have cuts or sores, have had hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if you have persistent fever, bruising, bleeding, or paleness. Don't start Enbrel if you have an infection like the flu.
Since Enbrel, Dad's back to being Dad.
Ask your rheumatologist if Enbrel could be right for you. See the joint damage that psoriatic arthritis can cause. Visit Enbrel.com and use the joint damage simulator today.
ads.
Welcome to Grave Stories from a Grave Digger. My name, Nathan Barnatt. Welcome to being here. How does the audio sound? Does it sound okay? Checking in on the chat. Hello? Welcome. There we go. Definitely not a cult. That's right, the Waxen. Mike Lombardo's here. It's been a while since we've seen Mike Lombardo in the chat. He's been busy hacking the government. There are Trail Luaus shirts. Look on Zazzle. Search Trail Luaus t-shirt. There are a bunch of old ones. Those are some of my original shirts, so you can still get them. Hello first, TK, T-Con, Jack, Scott, Audis. Audio sounds good. Audio's good. Cool. Sweet. All right. There we go. Let's go. Welcome to my weekly ghost story show. I should let you know we got a new book today. FYI. Oh, I should turn down the audio so it's not double audio on my phone. Hello, Mike Lombardo. I should tell everyone Mike Lombardo's up to something real cool for me. Mike Lombardo is hacking the biggest cell phone company in the world, biggest tech company in the world, Apple. For my own personal enjoyment, Mike Lombardo is building me a functioning, in 2018, iPhone 1. The original iPhone, which doesn't technically work anymore, which, I mean, just shouldn't say technically, it does not work anymore. He is making one work for me because I love the old iPhone. We all know I like old junk, so he's taking an old iPhone and messing with the insides and making it so I can walk around town like the ultimate freaking hipster with an original iPhone. Thanks, Mike Lombardo. You're the best. So anyways, that's what he's been up to. That's probably why he hasn't been in the chat in a while. Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. I should let you know this is episode 10. We've done a solid full season, I guess, if you will, of this ghost story show. Let's get some extra ghost farts for that. I got everything working good. Hopefully the stream is strong. It's over there on vMix. It's like flashing. The stream connection is like flickering, and I feel like I've never seen that before, and it makes me think the stream strength is not great. So hopefully it is for you, and you can hear and see me well. Let me know if the connection seems weak. That happened to me a couple weeks ago. It wasn't working out on. It looks good over here on my end when I watch it. So this is a season 10. Come on, phone, flip around. Okay, turn, man, turn. There we go. Stupid phone. Mike Lombardo, I need that Apple iPhone 1 now. This SE is not cutting it anymore. Naked Pancakes, what's up, Evie? Hello, welcome back. So, this is episode 10. This will be, and I'm doing a new book. This will be, I think, the end of the show on YouTube. Next week is, oh crap, I didn't do it. Hang on, let me throw that up because I got it all worked out. Boom. Check out that graphic. Running all this from my phone. Pretty cool. Next week, I will be broadcasting from Twitch, on my Twitch, Beyond Worlds. You guys probably all know about that place by now. My Twitch channel. Stand by. Trying to give myself some extra slack here with this cord so my phone doesn't die. So I'm going to be doing this from Twitch. Donations will still go to me and help me stay alive. So if you guys can, I should mention it now, if you guys can and want to and are able to, please drop $1 in the super chat or in my direct donations, which is in the description, goes right to my PayPal. It's my Streamlabs. But that's basically my PayPal. This is how I make a weekly living and have a solid, consistent income so I can pay my rent and make new videos. And speaking of new videos, I have a sweet one coming on Friday that I think you guys will like. I was actually considering showing a preview of it on this stream for you guys, but I really want everyone to watch it when it comes out on Friday, even though it's probably like 60 of you in here. 90. Oh, there's 90 people in there. Holy crap. Thanks, Neat Boss. Thanks for dropping that link. That link, Neat Boss, put in there is the donation link. I get 100% of that donation. If you donate to me, it goes right to my PayPal so I can keep paying my astronomical Los Angeles rent and keep making videos. I spent $1,200 of the past 2 weeks making 2 videos. One of them comes out this Friday. It's Lester the Pizza Guy in his first official, like, real video. It's a single take video, no cuts, non-stop action from beginning to end. Some of my favorite videos to make. You guys have seen some of my past ones. Oh, look at that! What is that? Oh, I missed it. Maybe it'll pop up in the chat here. Oh, we got the Streamlabs links working. Someone donated. I didn't see who it was. Did anyone see who that was? I missed it. It popped up on the monitor over there. Mike Lombardo! That's who did it, of course. $5 from freaking Mike Lombardo. Thanks, dude. Sinking and linking big time now. Did that pop on the screen? The whole Keith Apicary GIF? Did you see it? Was that from Mike's donation? I just want to make sure I know what's going on around here. If you donate, stuff like that happens on the screen now because we were moved up in production value. This show, I'm rambling. I never get to my points. There it is. Oh, it's just Cardboard 32 just followed. Oh, Cardboard 32, thank you. That means they followed on Twitch. That's what's going on. We got a new Twitch follower. The more people do that, the better. Oh, we're going freaking bananas now. Rachel, thank you for that $2 donation. We're going to get all these new followers. If you guys go follow the Twitch, you will pop up on the screen like that with Keith Apicary. He's button mashing hard, chugging all the gigabytes on his Genesis controller. this show will be on Twitch next week, and this is where I'm going to start doing it, because we're really trying to make the Twitch explode, and we're trying to become partnered on Twitch. So the more we do there, the better. The donations on Twitch will still go to me during this show, so if you can still help me out and support me by watching it on Twitch next week, I got to get the word out that I'm moving it over there. I know it might be a pain for some people because not everyone has Twitch, but it's kind of the way of the future, apparently. I love YouTube, but, got to move over there. RDX, thank you for following. Yeah. All right, cool. I got 91 people in here. This is great. Nathan Barnatt, yeah, I love these streams. You are the best. Well, thank you very much, Kendall. We're probably going to end this stream again doing naked backflips, so if you stay tuned till the end, I have a new gymnastics floor over here, this inflatable gymnastics floor, just over on the other side of the room, and I'm going to break that out and try to, I think I need to inflate it a little bit more. But I'm going to, on the Twitch, oh my gosh, there's so many new people going over to the Twitch. You can subscribe too. That gives us a couple of extra bucks too, if you guys can and want to. You can subscribe to Twitch, or you can donate right here in this super chat on YouTube for my grand finale YouTube ghost stream, episode 10, season 1 wrap. Next week will be season 2. I'm going to try to mix it up with some different stories next week. Twitch is a pretty good platform for streaming, so we're going to move it over there. Keith, Nathan at the same time. No. Keith Apothecary is a real person who lives in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. I live in Los Angeles. 2 separate people. I just direct the documentary called Talking Classics, which is about Keith Apothecary, a mental patient. Well, it's a really wide shot. I feel like I'm missing one of my shovels, by the way. My own brother, Chefford, took it. It's his shovel, technically. He needed to do something for a movie. I was shooting a movie with him the past 2 days in the desert, and he took his shovel. Let me fix this shot real quick. There we go. I hate headroom. Just wanted to cut that down a little bit. Hey, ghost farts. All right, let's get to the stories. So don't forget, remind people, all the people who are in here, have been here before, remind people, donations really do help keep me alive. I really live off of them, and they keep me eating and paying rent. So if you got it, please drop a couple of bucks. Here we go. Do Angry Virgin with James. I did one with James. If you watch, it's a Christmas episode, but maybe you already know that. I can't interview Keith. I've never been on screen at the same time as Keith, and I don't think I will ever do that, because that sort of, in a way, makes the character not real. You know what I mean? Like, you'd never see Sacha Baron Cohen interviewing Borat. So that's like one, and like, I just like to keep them separate people. Introduction. Okay, we've got a new book. I hope this is good. These are pretty quick stories. The book is titled, It Was a Dark and Creepy Night. Real-life encounters with the strange, mysterious, and downright terrifying by Joshua P. Warren with Andrea Sarkopel. Let's, I'll show you guys a shot. Oh, I don't even know if the cameras are in focus. I should probably check that. This is the book. I'm really, behind this week. I need to check. Make sure everything's in focus. That looks good. There we go. That's in focus. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's beginning the beginning of this. There we go. Oh, wow. We're getting a lot of followers on Twitch. Thank you, everyone, for doing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My friend Becky's in here. She missed 3 weeks, but now she's back. I'd buy a Ghost Group t-shirt. I should mention that there are t-shirts. If you go to Mike Lombardo, $10 freaking dollars, you crazy person. Holy crap. Thanks, Mike. Dang, dude. If you go to I don't have my merch in here. Why did I not put the merch in here? Does anyone know the merch link? It's the yeti.com/Nathan or something like that. Dang it. Click the description of any of my other videos and you can see the merch. There is a Grave Stories t-shirt that Neat Boss made. Neat Boss, who's always here in the chat, designed and drew a Grave Stories t-shirt. design, and it's for sale, and you can see it and buy it. So if you want that, you can get that. I'm going to make some other Grave Stories merchandise as well, though. Thank you, Phelan. Thank you for watching Neutral. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, this is pretty high for the Ghost stream. I did have 120 at one point on the Ghost Story stream. So thank you, everyone who's here. Thank you for being here. This is a pretty solid amount. Let's read some freaking ghost stories and scare the crap out of ourselves. What do you say? There you go. Thanks, Neat Boss. Tom Flaherty isn't here. Where are the ghosts? The ghosts are behind me farting, as you can see. There goes another one. Oh, gosh. Tom is here. We all know Tom from Twitch, my friend. He runs the Conspiracy Theory Show. Go follow the Twitch. Subscribe if you can. We do tons of shows. I'll mention it now. This is the first mentioning of this I'll do. I'm still not reading a story. There's so much to talk about. I never read the stories. Scott, shut up. $25. Scott Krim. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I got 3 donations directly. Kimberly J, thank you for that $5 direct donation to my Streamlabs. Tyler, thank you for the $5 to Streamlabs. Nicholas, thank you so much for that $10 to my Streamlabs. Wow, guys. Wow. Thank you so much. Thanks, Scott. You're a champion player, big time. Thank you very much, everyone. So, as I get the book ready, I will mention that we're going to do another marathon on Twitch in October. We're going to do a Halloween marathon. Tom will be there. I will be there. Bob will probably be there. Chef will probably be there. We're gonna I'm gonna do this show, the Ghost Story streams. We're gonna do another backflip challenge. I'm gonna try to do 50. Last time I did 41. I think I can do 100. Honestly, I'll start at 50, and then I got my new gymnastic floor. I'll do the backflips on that. Look at this. Look at this light. It's got 3 modes. It's got spooky and headlights and heaven. The lights, the wrath of God. Anyways, we're going to do the same thing we did last time, all the crazy nonsense from the 12-hour, 10-hour marathon, whatever we did on Twitch. So if you want to see this marathon coming in October, Halloween themed, it's going to be all spooky stuff, grave stories. I'm also going to be doing a Halloween special episode of this in a cemetery, live in a cemetery. So get ready for that. Why is my phone frozen? Sorry. Okay, here it goes. Now it's back in action. Hey, CC Games, what's up? Everyone should check out CC Games' podcast. I will be doing his podcast tomorrow. We're going to record an episode. CC Games CEO. So look for that. 105 people. Sweet. Is it still sounding good? Looking good? Connection seems all right? I do not like Fortnite, Lacey, and the people in here could tell you why, and I will never play it. If you get $1,000, shave half of Bob's mustache. Dude, done. That's easy. Bob will need to take a bunch of that because he'll look like a lunatic. You can do 100. You nearly died at 40. Yeah, right. ODs. I just gotta pace myself and do it throughout the whole stream. But I think after like 5 hours, 10 hours, I can do 100. I mean, I won't be able to do it. Last time I did 41 in like an hour or less. So that's pretty crazy. And I was always using a couch cushion, which isn't great support for your feet. But if I use this gymnastics little floor thing, I think I'll be able to do 100. So yes, yeah, much like Dead Man's Bones Shikamura, I will be playing videos like that. We'll be doing all kinds of spooky stuff. We have a conspiracy theory show, and also Tom is starting a new cult show where he talks about famous cults. It's another spooky kind of show. So you can see that on the Twitch. You can watch Tom's show. I forget what it's called. Tom, what are you calling that show? Don't Drink the Kool-Aid or something like that. So please go follow the Twitch. The more followers we get, the better. Then we can become verified Twitch partner. So next week, you want to see this show, it'll be on Twitch. All right, I've been talking long enough. Let's just do the stories. Here we go. First story is called The Funeral of Flowers. These are all true stories. Here we go. How do I switch my camera? Boom. Watch this. Boo! Oh, wrong thing. That's where I play my music from. That's my spooky music. I need to get this. And then There we go. Now we're switching. Cool. And I can do a wipe. Check that out. All right, let's do it. This first story is titled The Funeral of Flowers. Jennifer Donnelly, security officer, Denver, Colorado, 1996. My sister and I would often play on a trail behind our parents' apartment complex. My favorite time of the year to visit this area had been in spring, just after the chill of winter left and ice melted, which gave us a creek we could splash around in. There were blooming trees to climb and lilac bushes by the dozen to stick our nose in and inhale the lovely aroma. It was while our noses were buried deeply into one of our hands filled with lilac sprigs to take home to my mom that an elderly woman appeared behind us. We were startled at first. I startled myself just reading that. This isn't starting out very great. Oh gosh, okay, here we go. It appeared behind us. We were startled at first, but she had such a warm smile and wrinkly face, we soon realized we had nothing to fear and smiled back at her. Lilacs just lovely, aren't they? That's a weird sentence. She can't speak right. Lilacs just lovely, aren't they? She asked us, bustling in between us to smell them herself. They're my favorite flower. They just smell so good. She took another lungful, then pulled back to look at my sister and me, her face suddenly filled with sadness. I can remember them at Lincoln's funeral. Whoa. The smell of them, so strong, so sad, but they still remain my favorite. President Lincoln? I asked, and she nodded. It was a grand funeral. Do you remember it? I shook my head and glanced at my sister, who returned my look with just as much bemusement. Lincoln had been buried in 1865. We had learned in school. We were in the year 1996, 131 years after Lincoln had been buried. Of course we didn't remember it. Not to mention, we were in the heart of Denver, hundreds of miles away from Lincoln's grave. I turned around, wishing to ask the lady more questions, but found she had vanished. Whoa. There was no sign of her anywhere. We never spoke about her again. The incident faded from my sister's memory. She had been 7 years old at the time, and when I asked her if she remembered that lady a few years ago, she could not recall the meeting. Whoa, that's weird. But has since remained strong in mind. It wasn't until a few weeks ago when I was reminded again of the lady. I saw a lilac bush while listening to an audiobook of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and I wondered if lilacs were even at his funeral. I immediately did a web search and found that his funeral was known as the Funeral of Flowers. Soldiers threw lilacs on the street in front of his carriage. The blooms being crushed released the scent and forever jading those in attendance memories at the smell. Ah, that's interesting. The realization that I had met a lady who claimed to be there had me anxious in near tears, and even now as I write the words down has my skin prickling. Whoa. Pretty good one. I wasn't sure how this book was gonna be. Like, I want to get a little more scared than that. That's just kind of a neat one to start off with. But this book's alright so far. My plan for this week was, if these stories are major stinkers, I will just go to the internet and read cool, scary ghost stories from real life. Back in the chat, everyone. Holy crap, what do I see? CC Games, thanks for that $2 donation. You don't have to donate. I'm doing your podcast tomorrow. Having me on is all the pay I need. Thank you very much, CC Games. I just want to make sure I'm not missing. Oh my God, Christopher B donated $25 through Streamlabs, direct donation. Christopher, thank you. You're a lunatic. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. You and Scott Cram are the champion players of the chat right now. Thank you, Scott and Christopher. Wow. Ding dang dong. That's a huge donation. See ya, Charisma. Are you leaving? Adios. Thanks for being here. I don't know if you said you're leaving or not. I just saw you say later. All right, that was the first story. Let's keep going. Let's get these stories rolling. Second story. If these stories seem kind of weak, I'm going to just do a search for spooky stories, and then that is what we shall do. Look at that segue, huh? All right, this story is called The Butcher Knife in the Bathtub. Thomas Glenn Kelly, wholesaler, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1997. In 1997, wait, actually, hang on. Dang it. Get over here, Smoke. Smoke's blowing away the other way. In 1997, my girlfriend and I were renting a huge, beautiful old duplex in South Minneapolis. My girlfriend worked the night shift, 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. I would go to bed just after she left for work, and she would wake me up in the morning when she returned home. One morning, she woke me up and asked me why there was a butcher knife in the bathtub. I told her I had no idea, and we laughed it off. You laughed that off? Are you serious? If that happened to me, I'd be like, oh, you are possessed in your sleep and you're a lunatic and you're going to kill me. Would you mental patient? That guy doesn't realize what he was possessed. We'll find out if that's what happened. I feel like I'm a good ghost sleuth. I'm a specter specialist. I'm going to get to the bottom of this right now. And for those who are just joining me, this is a very serious thing. I know I goof around, but I take these stories very seriously. I believe in ghosts and get freaked out very easily. I'm not making fun of the stories. Some people have told me in the comments, I don't understand if you're making fun of this or not. I'm not. I'm terrified. Here we go. One morning, she woke me up and asked me why the knife was in there. I told her I had no idea. We laughed it off. A few weeks later, she woke me up and asked why the bone cutters were in the bathtub. Dude, this dude is doing something sketchy in his sleep. Again, we laughed it off. That's not something you laugh off, you lunatics. As the kitchen was adjacent to the bathroom and the butcher block knife holder was on the counter just outside the bathroom. Oh, that's why they laughed it off. Okay, great. Yeah, sure. Still sketchy. A month or so later, a similar thing happened. My girlfriend asked why the bone cutters were in the bathroom sink. This odd occurrence continued throughout the 3 years we lived in the duplex. A total of probably 10 items somehow in the night, kitchen cutlery ended up in the bathtub or bathroom sink. Once in the toilet. Toward the end of our time there, twice the butcher knife was lying at the foot of our bed. Dude, I don't like this. Wow. All right, it ends here. During our last weekend in the duplex, we threw a party, invited the downstairs tenants. They were a couple who had lived in the building for years, and during the course of the conversation and drinks, the subject of our landlord came up. We both went white when they informed us that in 1968, our landlord's mother had committed suicide in our unit in the bathtub with a butcher knife. Dude, major chills. That's a good one. I like it. Holy crap. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Please let me know if you think these are good. I'm going to read one more, and then we'll have a general consensus as to how these stories are doing and if I should change them up. Oh my God, Mike Lombardo, $35. Shut up. Mike Lombardo, what are you doing? Mike Lombardo. Oh my God. Dude, that is a ton, Mike. Mike, you're making the iPhone 1 for me. That's all you have to do. Wow. Have an awesome night, everyone. Oh, are you leaving, Mike? Adios. Thanks for being here. Thank you for that huge donation. Can't wait to see this phone he makes. Mike Lombardo is going to do a major hacking for me. All right. Here we go. Next story. This is a super short one. I could hear it breathing. Ooh, this sounds good. Joseph R. Keever, driver. I guess he's a driver of some kind. Great Bend, Kansas, 1986. Wow. I gotta reposition this thing. It's blowing the wrong way. There. I think that will be better. Alright, test that out after this story. I lived upstairs in a 3-room apartment, and my mom and dad were visiting from Illinois. They slept in my queen-size bed. I slept on a rollaway bed in my living room / bedroom, with my bed 3 feet away from the foot of theirs. One day I was lying on my back when I heard someone walking up the stairs. I assumed it was my neighbor coming home. But then I heard my door opening. There was no way this could have happened, as I always lock my door. I heard someone walking through the kitchen, but I could not move. I tried to sit up and tell my dad or mom that someone was in the apartment, but I could not speak. Sleep paralysis. This is definitely sleep. Excuse me. My guts are haunted. That's sleep paralysis. I felt something touch my ankles. I really wanted to move or scream, but couldn't. I felt something moving up my legs, then onto my chest. I could hear it breathing and feel it breathe on my face. I was still unable to move. It growled in my face. Suddenly, it was gone. I sat straight up, horrified at what just happened. To this very day, I always sleep on my side, never my back. I think that's sleep paralysis. After all the stories I've heard about sleep paralysis, sounds just like it. All right, this is a very short one. I got two more. I'll read these next two. Oh my gosh, you guys! Oh my gosh, both of these next ones. If you guys have been watching this show for these 10 episodes, we all know the 70s are haunted. That's the conclusion we've come to. And so many of these stories have taken place in 1972. The next two stories both take place in 1972. Holy crap, my car was built in 1972. That is weird because we always get 1972 stories, and I always freak out about it, and here we go, yet again. If someone is named Nathan in one of these stories, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, or if there's any other similarity, I'll lose my mind, and I'll find a similarity, because that's how I operate. All right, here we go. This story is called Do Bad Dreams Do This? Wah, ha, ha, ha. Tracy, entrepreneur, Garden City, Michigan, 1972, the most haunted year on earth. One night, many years ago, I went to sleep, and a few hours later, I was awakened by the sound of gnashing of teeth and growling of what I thought was a very angry dog. I could feel its claws scratching into my chest. I immediately started flailing at it to get it off of me, then jumped out of bed and ran to my parents' room. I knocked on their door. My mother opened it, and I told her what had happened. We went into my room. She looked around, including under my bed, and proceeded to tell me it was just a bad dream. I pulled up my pajama top and showed my mom my chest. I asked her, "Do bad dreams do this?" My chest was covered with red claw marks. Dang, that's spooky. But what I think might have happened in that case, I've become a little more logical as I read these, and I start to learn that she was probably scratching at herself while she was dreaming. But who knows, it could be a haunted freaking dog. Here's the last story of this section, and then we will decide how we feel about these stories. This is called The Crash. Wow. By Barbara J. McNay, retired engineer, administrator, Cupertino, California, 1972. Ghost Central. One morning at 4:30 a.m., I dreamed that the guy I was dating was in a terrible plane crash. In the dream, he was killed. My mom and sister came to break the news to me, and I was crying. I woke from the dream very anxious and depressed, as he was actually on a business trip to New York. Later that day, I called him, but before I could say anything, he said, "I'm glad you called. I was just getting ready to call you." He proceeded to tell me he had flown to Pennsylvania that morning and had been in a plane crash. Whoa, this one's cool. He had been sitting next to the wing, and it had caught on fire. As the plane went down, he was holding onto his rosary beads and thinking about me. The pilot landed safely in a field, and no one was seriously injured. This incident happened at precisely 7:30 a.m. Wow. And there is a 3-hour... Yeah, that's right, when she was dreaming it. That's crazy. This accident happened at precisely 7:30 a.m. and there is a 3-hour time difference between California and the East Coast. This means I dreamt about my boyfriend in the crash just as he was experiencing it. Dude, that is a good one. Come on, cube zoom. There's that sweet transition. Okay, that one was pretty good. That one makes me want to keep reading these because I think there could be some potential to these stories. Let me take a little break and see what you guys think. I'm back in the chat, everybody. Hello. What's up? Okay, Mike. Now it's actually really leaving. Take care. Have a killer night. I'm going to work on Nathan's phone. Haha, sweet. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for being here. So, what do you guys think? Yeah, isn't that weird? Skellebones, 1972 again. Wow, there's still 105 people in here. This is great. Thanks, everyone. Are you enjoying these stories? Should I keep reading these stories, or should I look up online other spooky stories? I think these are working out pretty good. But let me know. If they're not as scary as you want, let's find scarier ones. I pick at myself nervously. I'm actually bleeding right now from it, so it was probably sleep stress. Dang, Evie, don't do that. But I wonder if that's what that was, too. Reminder again, everyone, go follow the Twitch, because that's where I will be doing this next week on Twitch. This is episode 10, season finale of Grave Stories from a Gravedigger on YouTube. If there are any really good stories coming up after this that I do on Twitch, I will load them as individual stories onto my YouTube. Hello, Tuba. Hey, Skellebones, smash that like button. Yes, please. And if you haven't yet, Wagman, the book I'm reading now is titled, It Was a Dark and Creepy Night. Real stories, real spooky stories from real spooky people. Ooh, this next one's in Hollywood. Maybe it's in a spot that I've been to. Stories aren't that bad. Yeah, they're pretty good. Too spooky for me. Daniel, sorry. Thanks, NES. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to keep watching for the next coming weeks, please, like the screen says, go to my Twitch, beyond_worlds. Follow. If you follow it right now, your name and everything will pop up on the screen because we got the notifications working. I honestly think most of us are here for you rather than just the stories. So even if the story is bad, I think we just enjoy your reaction. I could be mad around though. Well, thank you first. I have a feeling that's what's happening too, because people still hang out even when I read garbage stories. Thanks, Craig. Well, thank you for doing that. I actually found a great Japanese ghost story book at Little Tokyo in Canada. I should go back and send it to you. Neat Boss, if you can and want to, if anyone wants to send me a book, there's an address for a P.O. box in the description of this stream, and you can send me books there. A couple people already have sent me books, and I've got them and I've read from them. So short, sweet, and to the point, just creepy and quick. Yeah, Kendall, I agree. I'm into these right now. Tuba Cody, if you got a book and you want to send it to me, mail it. Go look at the address in the description and send it on in, and I will read it. All right, I forgot that I didn't get my wet water. Let me go get my wet water. Whoa, Loic donated 7 minutes ago, $20 freaking to my Streamlabs. Thank you for that direct donation, Loic. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, check it out. We got a new follower. I'm not sure who it is. It didn't pop up for me because my stream is behind. I'm just watching the chat. Thank you, new follower. Why is your Twitch name Beyond Worlds? It's a name I came up with because over there, it's a group of us. It's me and my friend Tom and Chris, and then, Bob. He's in there sometimes too. I just wanted to come up with a name that was a cool name for us and this group and the stuff. And it's because we don't just do gaming content on our Twitch. We do this. We do the conspiracy theory show. Tom's doing a spooky cult show now. I also play games. I do my random in real life streams. I do chips and drips. Keith Apicari's exercise workout show, like a Richard Simmons 80s workout show, to chiptunes, video game music. So it's we do beyond gameplay. Our content is, Beyond Worlds. It's kind of just a name that sounded right. So you need an email where we can send you stuff, Nate. Just email one, especially for that. I do have an email that you can send stuff to. Blue, oh, look at that, a new follower. Thank you to everyone who's following the Twitch. I really, really, really appreciate it. The email here, I'll type it in. I'm going to type in the chat the email that you guys can email me stuff. bluelasergun@gmail.com. You can email me things there. Okay, so stand by for 1 minute. I got to go get my wet water. I forgot to bring it in. So hang on a second. Be right back. Stay tuned. Should I take that image down? Maybe I should take that down because then people will think, like, who are just joining won't know that it started. If people show up and say what's going on, tell them that I'm streaming. Hang on, let me get my water. All right, there we go. Got my Death Wish coffee cup with my wet water, feeling the inside. That's nice. Back to the chat. YouTube unsubbed me from you. And yes, I don't know what the heck's going on. I don't know why it does that. Everyone, if you guys notice that YouTube has done that to you, I've heard it's happened to a lot of people. YouTube stinks and they're stupid and they're lying and saying they're not unsubbing people, but I know they're unsubbing people because NES just found that out. Please check your subscription and resubscribe if you notice that you're unsubbed. I think they're doing it to get people to just genuinely look at all these new Twitch followers. Thank you so much, everybody. I think they're doing it to get people to not watch smaller channels, and they'll just focus on the bigger channels which are giving everyone YouTube more money. It sounds like a conspiracy, but I don't know why else they would do it. It's stupid, or it's a huge glitch that they can't fix. It's very disappointing. Marcella, thank you so much for that $10. That's super nice of you. Holy crap. I love you, Marcella. Thank you very much. Hey, that's that awesome guy from that movie Neutral. Can I have your autograph? Thanks, David. Yes, if I see you, I'll scribble on anything you want. I actually don't get notifications when you're on Twitch. Cake. Every website stinks. YouTube is lame at the moment. It is very lame at the moment. CC Games. I agree. Thank you, Marcella. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me make sure I didn't miss a direct donation. And I'm going to thank again to everyone who donated directly to me tonight. Loic, $20. Christopher B, $25. Kimberly J, $5. Tyler M, $5. Nicholas D, $10. Thank you. If you guys want to donate directly to me, it's in the description. It's my Streamlabs. It goes right to my PayPal. You just go to the link and you can drop a couple bucks there. Or you can donate like Marcella did here in the super chat. This is how I pay my rent. It's my 9 to 5. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching all my videos. Thanks for watching Neutral. If you haven't seen Neutral yet, it's my movie I spent like my whole life on for the past year. Spent all my own money, sold everything I owned, and I want everyone to watch it. So if you haven't, please watch it. If you watched it once and watch it again, I won't stop you. I will love you for doing that. I have more short films I'm shooting. I'm shooting one in November/December, and then I'm going to do Neutral Part 2 and 3, hopefully early in the new year. But yes, there's more parts to Neutral coming. Keith, you're really good at playing this Nathan character. I can hardly tell it's you. Good one, thanks, Frofox. Thanks for being here. All right, here we go. More stories. Yeah, Evie, I know I do have a Discord. It's just confusing. I don't know what the heck it even does and what it's for. But if anyone wants to get into mine and run it for me, do it. I don't even know what it means. It might not be YouTube. It might be the AI that runs YouTube. The AI took over a few years ago and locked all the employees inside. They starved to death. That's why we don't hear from them. Oh, first, I had no idea. Yeah, Nick, Neutral 2, it's happening. I have it written. I just need to get the money somehow to do it. I'm working on that right now. All right, cool. Yeah, it is like Hal style. Well, if you guys want to share it, please share Neutral. Thank you first. I'm glad you like it. All right, I'm going to read a couple more stories. Wagman, YouTube is unsubbing people from you so people won't find out Fortnite stole the boneless dance. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Thank you, Wagman. That's super nice of you. Thank you for donating $5. You're the best. And thank you again for everyone who's been following on Twitch. Please go there and follow because that's where I'll be doing this next week, and I want everyone to see. I want to see if I can get 100 people. We need to keep on our Twitch. We need to maintain 75 people per stream, and then we become a verified Twitch partner. So if I have this many people, 100 people watching on Twitch like will be good in like a couple of weeks. We've had a lot more people following and watching on Twitch. So, and every Friday, this Friday, I might not be able to join. I don't know if Chris and Tom are still going to do it, but most Fridays, we did it last Friday, we do a thing called Beyond Weekly, which is me, Chris. It's like sort of like a news show with like the heads and the squares, and we're all like talking to each other. It's me, Chris, and Tom, and we talk about things in the video game news. We each pick a story, and we talk about a story that's interesting to us in video games, and then we talk about our top pick for a certain game in a certain category, and we all talk to the chat and stuff. That's every Friday. So this Friday, I actually just booked a commercial today, and it shoots on Friday. I don't know if I'll be filming at the time when they do the show. I don't know if I'll be out in time, because usually a commercial or any shoot, you're there for like 12 hours at least. So thank you, LA Sujo. I'm not sure how to say your name. We've seen Neutral 5 times because I keep showing all my friends. I absolutely love it. Well, thank you, Furrow Fox. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you. Here's a scary story. This live stream will end eventually. Oh, that is scary. Looking forward to Neutral Part 2. Thank you, Pip. See you, Marcella. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. All right. Let's read some more stories. What time will it be, Nathan? Same time. The Friday show, Craig, or do you mean next week on Twitch? The Friday show is also around 6 o'clock LA time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. The Beyond Weekly show. You can go on Twitch and watch the past one if you want to check it out. If you go to my Twitch, Beyond Worlds, go and watch the last broadcast. It's like logged as a video. It's basically that. It's us hanging out and talking about these different video game topics. Time for work, though. I'll Wednesday's episode next week. Okay, sweet, Byron. Thanks for being here again. I'll see you next time. Yeah, if you guys like the conspiracy show, that's honestly one of my favorite things. We'll get these freaky new Twitch followers. Thank you, everybody. The more we get, the more viewers we'll have, and the higher average will be. All right, cool. I'm going to read another story because it's taking me forever to get to it. Thank you, everyone who's been donating and following the Twitch. Here we go for story. Oh, crap, what did I just do? I blew it. What did I do? Boom. There we go. Story is called, we got two here. I'm going to read this one first. The Phantom Photographer. Ooh, Chase Wesley Jensen, student, Montrose, Colorado, 2011. I bought a Kodak digital camera from Walmart and was unhappy with the clicking sound that I heard coming from it when I first went to use it. That's because you got it at Walmart. I decided to return the camera and choose a new one of the same brand from the same store. When I returned home, I inserted batteries and proceeded to turn it on. I couldn't believe what I saw, as there in front of my eyes was a photograph of myself from the neck down already in the camera. What? I knew it was me as I was wearing the same t-shirt as in the photo. There was no way a store employee could have taken this photo, as the camera was never removed from the box until I got home. Additionally, this is insane. This is a good one. I've never heard something like this. I couldn't have taken the photo of myself by accident, as the perspective was from a distance, and I couldn't have taken such a photo on my own. I hadn't adjusted any of the settings, so there was no way I had inadvertently turned on the self timer. I was so amazed that I told my mom, and she couldn't believe it either. It was definitely one of the creepiest things I've ever encountered. That is an awesome story. That's called The Phantom Photographer, Chase Wesley Jensen from Colorado. Wow. Look at these. Check out these segues we got here, guys. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, my favorite. Cube zoom. Cube zoom freaking rules. Alright, second story. This is the Hollywood Hobo. Corliss Sinclair, CNA in a healthcare center. Not sure what CNA stands for, but it's probably some sort of job, obviously. Los Angeles, California, 1984. Nice. I like it. I love the 80s. In 1984, I moved to Hollywood from Connecticut with my boyfriend. That's weird because I moved to Hollywood. Well, not technically Hollywood, Santa Monica, from Massachusetts. We lived in North Hollywood, and being very close to Hollywood, we would often walk into it. You walked to Hollywood from North Hollywood? That's far. All right. You got to walk over like a huge hill, a Hollywood mountain, basically. How did they do that? One afternoon, we were heading toward Vine Street and passed many recessed storefronts as we went. The construction of all these storefronts was similar. Tiled front floor with the door to enter, recessed way in, with display windows on each side. As we passed one business, I noticed a tall, dark skinned man leaning inside the entryway. Oh, that was weird. I noticed a tall, dark-skinned man leaning inside the entryway. He was facing out and looking down the street toward us as we came walking up to Vine Street. I'm trying to picture where this is. Vine Street. I know where Vine Street is. Vine and Hollywood Cross. Maybe she was going to Hollywood Boulevard. I looked directly into his face and noticed his disappear. He was dressed in rumpled clothing, was unshaven, with a slight beard, had long hair, and was very tall. Underneath all of that hobo clothing was a nice-looking young man around 30 years old. He had a serious gaze as he returned my glance. We walked up a few more recessed doorways, and there he was again, the same young hobo man. I found it rather startling, but I said nothing to Glenn about it. We walked up and past many more recessed businesses, and in yet another doorway, in the same position, he was there again. This is crazy. These stories are good. Each time our eyes met, it was the same man with the same serious gaze. By the third time, my own gaze became a stare. That was it. I didn't see him again. I know he couldn't have run up past us, as the sidewalks were very busy with pedestrian traffic, and I would have seen him. Why did he show himself to me? Did he want to spook some young woman he didn't know? To this day, I do not understand how this could have happened, and I wonder if I had simply been looking at a ghost with nothing better to do on Sunday afternoon. Whoa. That's a good one. Oh, here comes another 70s one. The second story is going to be a 70s one. All right, I'm going to read two more. And then I was thinking of doing maybe a special preview of the new video I'm loading on Friday. Would you guys want to see the new video on Friday that I'm loading on Friday? Oh my God! I got a donation. Is that from Byron? Byron, thank you, thank you, dollars. Thank you and your dollars for that 20 of them. Thank you, Byron. Super nice. Holy Bouswick Gonstab. That's right, Charisma. That's how I say thank you. And have it mean more than thank you, because I can't say thank you enough to everyone who donates and watches this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Boustwick Gonstab. That's super nice of you. That's huge. $20. All right. Do you guys want to see? Stop watching Logan Paul on EV. Oh, and well, talking about making your phone die because I was watching Logan Paul. Now I dropped it in water for a few seconds, and now it restarts itself. My battery is remuch. I don't have money for a new one. Dang, Evie, you got to get Mike Lombardo to build you an iPhone 1, like I'm gonna be using. Is that what you're talking about? You dropped your phone in there. There are so many creepy Bigfoot stories right now on YouTube. Oh, really? It's probably popping up next to this because you're watching this. It's showing related material. Should I show a preview of my video that will be up on Friday? You want a preview, Dorlaxon? All right. I'm going to have to figure out how I can do that from this computer. I'm trying to think where I have the video. You know, I guess I could just open that drive. Okay, let me read these next two stories, and then we'll try to watch the video. You might be watching it in a very crude way. There will be a new Champion song, Mom Spaghetti, but I'm not sure when. The video I'm going to show tonight will be up on Friday, and it's a single take music video. I'm not going to show the whole thing. Our stream goal is partner and sponsorship from Veggie Girl via Twitch. Yeah. Everyone, go follow the Twitch if you want to see Tom's new cult show. Tom, when are you starting your cult show? Let everybody know. That will be on the Twitch. He's going to be talking about spooky cults, and Tom is an encyclopedia for information. He's going to research all these weird cults that are pretty interesting. and it's actually a little too off-putting for me, a little scary for me, a little too dark for me. But Tom's into it, so he's going to do that show on the Twitch. And we're also doing our conspiracy theory show on the Twitch. And we're doing a big marathon. Remember that marathon we did on Twitch recently? We had so many people watching. We're going to do another one around Halloween this October. Get ready for the next mega mayhem stream on Twitch. So go follow that Twitch. If you follow it right now, your name will pop up on the screen. And you'll see a sweet Keith Apicary gif. Yeah, I hope we can get partner too. The more people who go follow us, the higher our views will be on Twitch, and then we will achieve our last and final goal that will make us a partner. We have to maintain 75 viewers every time we stream, and we did the Beyond Weekly, which is our weekly Friday show every Friday. Our weekly show every Friday, talking about video game news. That had like 60 people, so our average is going up. We had like hundreds watching during the Mayhem Marathon. Yeah, Tom, tell everyone in the chat about your cult show and when you're going to be doing it. Unless you already did. Aiming for an actual episode this weekend. All right, sweet. You got to do it. Cheffid just got home. Hello, Cheffid. All right, cool. Here it goes. I'm going to read these next two stories and then... Hi. And then I'll do a preview of the new video. This story is called "This Segment in the Sky." I think we got some UFO stories of these next two. William B. Francis, systems engineer, optical recognition, Deerfield, Tennessee, 1998. I was out on the front lawn around twilight. I was looking just above the barely visible tree line and towards southeast. At that time, I saw a brilliant green rectangular bar appear in the sky. At first I thought it was a green laser, but the amount of power that would have been required to have it appear as it did was huge. I held my arm out and attempted to gauge size and perspective. The bar was about 2 fingers wide at arm's length, and it appeared very sharp on all sides. Whoa. I felt a crackling sound in the air. The whole episode lasted approximately 30 seconds. If it wasn't a laser that created the segment in the sky, where could that shaft of green light have come from? It was one of the truly vivid, unexplained experiences I've had in my life. That's odd. Wow. There's a brilliant green rectangular bar appear in the sky. That's crazy. I wonder what the heck that is. That's like unlike any other story I've ever really read. Gotta be a UFO. Only explanation. Check out the cube zoom. Boo. Did it do it? Boo. What the heck, dude? Cube zoom. Cube freaking zoom. There we go. I love the cube zoom. Okay. This story is called "It Wasn't UFOs That Scared Him." Whoa. Well, it's what scared me, that's for sure. Nita Anderson Hiltner, retired newspaper reporter, Yucca Valley, California, late 1970s, because the 70s are haunted. My sister and brother-in-law moved to Yucca Valley in the late 1970s. The area was known for UFO sightings and was a place people swore UFOs landed all the time. But it wasn't UFOs that scared my brother-in-law one night while he worked as a meteor reader. A meter reader. Yeah. No, I don't think you can hear it. Do you have to go over there? It's in the dryer.
Did you run it?
Yeah. Oh no, I was wondering. I think I screwed up Jeff's laundry. I'd switch the camera. Did you not want something to shrink?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I put Jeff's clothes in the dryer and I might have shrank something.
I don't remember what I put. Maybe not.
I thought about it and everything I saw, I was like, I don't think anything sensitive in here.
Were there any lines or anything on this stuff?
I don't know.
They used that new stuff.
Oh yeah, Chef had made his own soap for his laundry.
A lot of people do it.
What did you even make it out of?
Dr. Brown is, of course.
Dr. Brown, isn't that just soap? You bought soap to make your own soap.
No, I mixed
That's not making your own soap.
I mixed it with stuff.
What'd you mix it with? Leaves?
It actually feels better than my clothes.
I don't understand how you're making your own soap if you have to buy soap to do this.
I made laundry detergent.
You made laundry detergent with what? Hand soap or something?
Bronner's.
Dr. Bronger's, whatever it's called. Well, it smelled kind of funky. It smelled like hippie soap.
Tea tree.
Yeah, it smelled like tea tree.
Because bacteria.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. Nothing shrank?
No, I didn't put any t-shirts really.
Okay. All right, let's continue this story. Then we'll show a preview of the new video. And let's check out a sweet cube zoom. Blah, 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 blah. It wasn't UFOs that scared him, is the name of the story. All right, I'm going to restart it. My sister and brother-in-law moved to Yucca Valley in the late 1970s. Haunted year. Haunted decade. The area was known for UFO sightings and was a place people swore UFOs landed all the time. But it wasn't UFOs that scared my brother-in-law one night while he worked as a meter reader. It was dark, and my brother-in-law, Chris, was driving down Old Woman Springs Road. Perfectly haunted title of a name of a road. Previously, late one night, my sister had seen an old woman walking through their living room into a wall in a house on the same road. That's insane. Chris was on his way home in the company truck when he saw a white mist forming ahead. He drove closer to the mist, and it enveloped the truck. Then it faded away, except for his side of the truck. He looked to his left, and through the fog, he saw a ghostly face of an old woman. I have chills. I don't like this story. Oh, my God. Oh! I'm picturing this lady's face, and it's freaking me out. Oh, my God. This is not a good one. I think this is what's going to start making me haunted again. These stories are going to open another portal, and I am going to become haunted. He screamed and stepped on the gas and drove as fast as he could. The thing stayed with the truck no matter how fast he drove. So he stopped and jumped out of the truck. There was nothing around. He got home and told my sister to never tell anyone about his experience, as he was scared and people would think him crazy. Fast forward a couple months. Chris and my sister had friends over to their house one day, and the friends departed after dark. A half hour later, they got a phone call from them saying they had experienced an apparition themselves. Dude, these people live in a haunted place. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna read this one more, then I'll do the story. Then I'll do this preview of the new video. This one is called Her Last Gift, and it's in 1999. That's when I graduated high school, so I'm gonna read this one. Her Last Gift. Mary Hominuk, crisis worker, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, 1999. In 1993, it takes place in 1999. First word of the story. In 1993. Yeah. In 1993, my older sister committed suicide. Okay, I shouldn't be making jokes. This is actually kind of sad story. My older sister committed suicide. A few years before her death, she had given me a tiny birthstone ring for my birthday. I greatly cherished this ring and was heartbroken when I lost it during a move. It was one of the last gifts she had given me, and I searched everywhere for it. I truly mourned the loss of that ring. Dang, that's really sad. The years passed, and I moved once more into the home I live in now. In 1999, my husband, son, and I were walking to the car, which was parked in front of the house. Something glittery on the lawn caught my eye. I reached down and picked up a dirt-caked ring, the very birthstone ring I had lost years ago. Wow, my sister gave me one more gift. That's awesome. That's a cool one. That's a good story. These stories are pretty good. I'm into these. I hope you guys are liking these. Now, we'll take a break. Oh gosh, turn the light. See that? The light just turned on. It's haunted. Take a drink of our wet water. And now let's figure out how the heck I will show you a preview of this new video that I'm loading on Friday. I'm back in the chat, everyone. Oh my God, what do I see? Scott Krim, $25 for the laundry. Thank you, Scott. That'll hopefully buy back. I'll give that to Jeff and he can buy a new shirt if I shrank his shirt. Thank you, Scott Krim. You are a champion freaking player. And thank you to everyone who's donated directly into my Streamlabs right in the description. It goes right to my PayPal. Please, if you can, please, please, please. I really got to mention this a bunch because Retro, you graduated in 99. I didn't know you know that, Brandon. That's cool. We graduated the same year. I guess we're like the same age. Please, if you can, like even $1 really does help. If you like this show and you like watching, I got 103 people watching. I'm maintaining a consistent 100 people. That's great. If everyone here could donate $1, $100 would go a long way for me. So if you got it, please drop $1 or drop $1 in the Streamlabs. That goes right to my PayPal, and YouTube doesn't take a cut. And please, as well, please go follow our Twitch. The link's on the description, on the screen, and in the description. If you go follow it right now, you will pop up on the screen. There'll be a notification for all to see, and you will help us live our lives, and we'll all be very happy because you can watch us create more insane garbage live content. Yeah, don't worry, Tom. I'm gonna give that money to Seth. I'm gonna go hand it to him right after the stream. All right? Yeah, I promise. Swear, I'll give it to him. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna try to show you. Oh yeah, and if you want, like Neat Boss just said, I have merchandise. I have neutral merchandise. I have neutral posters, T-shirts, Keith Apicary T-shirts, Keith Apicary pins, and a Grave Stories T-shirt designed by the very own Neat Boss, who's here in the chat, one of the moderators and an awesome artist who made a really cool design for a Grave Stories T-shirt. So if you like this show and you want this shirt, it's right there on the Yeti, my merchandise site. Go get it. I'm going to make some other Grave Stories merchandise, but check out everything that's there now and pick something up because that will actually help keep me alive as well. Thank you, Lord. Thank you very, very much. What will millennial ghosts do without smartphones? Thank you, Lord. Thank you for that $2. I really appreciate it. Super nice of you. All right. Now, as I hope you bring back Stupid Idiot because Stupid Idiot is just the best. Well, thank you for saying that, Preston. Stupid Idiot is actually my favorite of all things I've put on YouTube besides Neutral. Simmons is my favorite character, and that's one of my favorite series. I do want to do more. I have 3 other episodes written that have been written for years, and I never got to film them. So maybe I can get back on that. It costs me a lot of money to film every video, much like the video you're about to see. I'm about to show you a preview of the video that's going up on Friday. And this one cost me a total of 2 videos for $1,200. I think this video cost me like $700 or more. So I hope you like it. How do I wait? Where's my Google Drive? Hang on, I'm trying to find. That's my docs. Don't I have Google Drive on my phone? Guess not. Okay, bear with me. I'm downloading this, so I'm going to hang out in the chat with you guys for a few minutes. Happy late birthday to who, Tom? Whose birthday is that? You can't see that. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for watching the movie. Yeah, the Dreamcast is 19 years old. That's right. The 19 today. So the video is still loading to YouTube right now. I started loading it today, and for some reason it's been taking like 8 hours to load. I don't know why. So I don't have a YouTube link to play for you right now. So I'm going to try to play it on this other Google Drive link that I had because I was sending it to my friend who was cleaning it up. An effects guy was cleaning up some of the mistakes we made in the video. I'm going to have a whole behind the scenes for this video because this is a very complicated video that we shot. Much like the Gloria video, this is a single take. Not much like, exactly like the Gloria video. And in that video I did a behind the scenes, so I'm going to do behind the scenes in this one because it was a very complicated thing and I want to explain how I did it. Okay, here we go. All right. Where? Oh, here we go. I got it. Oh, that's part 1. Is that the whole video? I don't know if this is the whole video though. Oh, and there's no music to it. Dang it. I sent it to him though. Hang on a second, guys. I'm getting close. I found sections of the video. Dang it. I don't know if I can show this to you. I can show you pieces, but there's no music. How did I send it to him? Did I do it through Google? I'm so sorry, guys. This is a super boring part of the stream. I feel horrible. People are leaving. Well, thank you, Scott. I'm glad you like the intro. The other slow-mo scenes are perfect. Such an awesome project. Yeah, the intro is my favorite too. I agree with you, Retro and Scott. A lot of people, not a lot. I shouldn't say a lot. That's not true. A couple of people, most people said they loved the intro, and I'm glad because I love it too. Some people said it's a little too long, but that's what I wanted. I wanted people to sort of zone out. That song, when I listen to it, literally puts me in a trance, and I just start zoning out, and I could listen to it on loop forever. So seeing the slow motion flowers and hearing that song, I just start to like kind of get in a trance. And then when the car comes, you're like, oh, I wanted to startle people. So if you guys did, let me know in the comments if you did get startled or were taken by surprise when the car drove by, because I wanted people to not expect it. I never really got an answer from people what they thought about when the car drove by, like how they felt, if it surprised you. Did it surprise you guys when you saw the car? Were you expecting something like that to happen? Bye, Evie. Thanks for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know, guys, what you thought of the car driving by during the intro shot, how you felt, and if it surprised you. So I'll go for that music, plus watching Nathan crash into the sand. Yeah, can't beat that, right? We're still trying to find this file. Oh, maybe I sent it through Google. No, that was Google. I didn't email it. How else do you send it? Oh, Dropbox. That's what it was. Dropbox. I forgot. I sent it through Dropbox. I'm pretty sure. Hope I didn't delete it from there. Here we go. This is it. So you guys are going to see now behind the scenes. You're going to see it behind the scenes where you can hear everyone talking and yelling behind camera. And it's not the final one. So this is a super exclusive sneak peek. You're seeing the rough version. Maybe I have the other one in here. No, that's also the file. Alright, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to play the very beginning of this. Alright. I'm still in the chat so I can see all you guys. Okay, maybe you guys said, I love the opening so much. Makes me well up thinking about it. Well, thanks, Neat Boss. Thank you very much. Like the dance video you did of Gloria. Thanks, Craig. The intro is brave and it shows where the main character is when everything is passed over. Yes, it's true. The opening so much. Okay, yes, it was amazing. I don't know that I was startled. Okay, well, that's all right. The drive-by was fine, though I kept thinking it was Compton. It was not Compton. I actually drove by in that location. The car was parked to the side. I jumped through. We kept the camera rolling. Then I ran, jumped in the car, and drove through. But what I did was the sky looked a little different because it was a few minutes later and clouds moved. We comped around the top of the car so that the same sky would show up through the windows. So it wasn't. I did drive through, but we cleaned up so the sky would stay the same. The car cut. It really great transition. Reminds me a bit of some Del Toro's transitions. Oh wow! Thank you, Fro. Thank you very much. That's a major compliment. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of this video that's going up on Friday. Please still watch the video on Friday. I don't like giving things away, but here we go. I'm going to show you anyways. For an exclusive for everyone who hangs out and joins me in these live streams, this is a little bonus for you guys that you get to see. And thanks for hanging out with me. This is a little present for you. I'm going to leave the mic, but I'll still have the chat in front of me. So here we go. Give me a second while I load this link into the streaming program. Hang on. Can you guys hear me? I put another microphone over here. What the heck was that? Did I just see a donation? So, here we go. Give me a second while I load this. My stream is behind. Sorry, I'm playing my phone into the microphone. Thank you, Kendall, for that $5. I just got it. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. I'm loading. I'm loading the video. Stand by. Loic, I hope you like it. Thank you, Retro. Thank you very much. You guys are my best supporters. All right, cool. I'm glad you can hear me now. I'm over at the computer. Bear with me. Okay. Putting it into the streaming program. Dang it. It's not working. Oh, darn it. How do I do this? Crap. I have it opened. Sorry, guys. I will figure this out. I promise. Oh, I guess I could just download it. That works too. Okay, here we go. I got it. All right. I see you in the chat. Thank you for standing by, everyone who you're just looking at an empty chair. Thank you for joining me, and you will be seeing an exclusive sneak peek of my new music video. It says there's 3 minutes left to this download. So how about I do this? I will read another story while that downloads, and I will come back and check it, because then I will have it on this computer. Okay, that's going. All right, sweet. Okay. By the end of this next two stories, we should have it. All right, so it's working. Figured it out. I'm a major hacker genius. All right, here we go. Let's enjoy some stories. This is what we're supposed to be doing here anyways, not watching new videos. This story is called Road Rash. Oh, Road Rash. We all know I'm a Sega fanboy. I love the game Road Rash. That's where my mind is. This story is called Road Rush. Gary Chun, Pest Control, Pontotoc, Mississippi. That's a word. Pontotoc, Mississippi, 1987. Leighton, David, and myself were returning home one night. We were all 17 years old and had just dropped twin sisters off at home in Pontotoc, Mississippi, near the Pontotoc and Lee County line, just outside of Tupelo. David and I were dating the twins, and Leighton was always the third wheel on these double plus one dates. We drank a lot back then, but not this particular night, as we had been with the twins and their dad would have killed us. Hang on one second, I gotta close the door. Chev, it's too loud. Okay. We dropped the twins off by their 11 p.m. curfew that night, then headed back to my house. We took a back road that we traveled all the time that was just a couple of miles from where I lived. One of the guys asked me to stop on the road so that he could relieve himself, and the other agreed that he needed to do the same. The road was gravel-topped and was lined with trees and fences on both sides. I'm really into this book, by the way. This is proving to be a pretty good one. When I stopped the car, it appeared as if the car was suspended off the road just a tad. It seemed as if the road kept passing underneath us, and I could see the trees, grass, and fence posts passing by equivalently on each side of the car. What? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be seeing here. It appeared as if I was still driving on the road at about 30 miles per hour, which is the normal driving speed on this road. I knew the car was really stopped because I had the brake all the way down to the floor and was no longer guiding the wheel. Wait a second. I need to go back here. Did he stop the car? The road was gravel-topped and was lined with trees and fences. One of the guys asked me to stop on the road to relieve himself. The other agreed that he needed to do the same. The road was gravel-topped. When I stopped the car, it appeared as if the car was suspended off the road just a tad. Okay, so he did stop. It appeared as if I was still driving on the road about 30 miles per hour, which is the normal driving speed on this road. I knew the car was really stopped because I had the brake all the way down to the floor and was no longer guiding the wheel. When my friends asked me why I wasn't stopping, I knew they were seeing the same thing. I told them that I had stopped the car to prove it. I turned on the car's interior light and showed them that that I was standing on the brake and not holding the steering wheel. David Leighton and I were so frightened, I lifted my foot from the brake and at this time floored the gas. About a quarter mile down the road, we bravely stopped to see if the same thing would happen again. It did not. I turned the car around and went back to the original spot, and the same thing happened exactly as it had before. Whoa, this is a good one. Dang. Frightened again, I took off very fast and went home. The experience, so maybe they were drinking a lot that night. The experience was much like being dizzy, but instead of things twisting around us, they rushed past and underneath us. Inside the car, everything seemed very normal, just as everything had been a normal weekend night for us up to that point. I often wonder if we had stayed to see what might happen next. If we might have been carried into another dimension. Whoa, yeah, dude, I would have checked that out. I would have stuck around for sure. Throughout the years, we all have gone back to the same spot several times just to see if this would happen again, and it never has. Wow, that's cool. Oh my God, the next story is in 1972. Holy freaking crap. All right, this story is like a paragraph long. I'm going to read this story, then I'm going to check on the video for the sneak peek for you guys. Here we go. Cube zoom. This story is called No 25th Birthday. Wow. Where's my smoke machine? Come on, smoke machine. It's so hard to hit this button with my foot. Why is it not working? Smoke machine doesn't want to work whenever it doesn't want to. It's freaking haunted. It has a mind of its own. Barbara J. McNay, retired engineer administrator, Prescott, Arizona, 1972. The most haunted year. Oh, right when I said 1972, the most smoke machine worked. Most haunted year in all of history. Why? Why does that year always pop up? Why? It's because my car is a 1972 and I'm haunted and so is my car. This is a horrifying nightmare that I'm living. In high school, I had a crush on a guy in my neighborhood named Gary. He told me that he knew somehow that he would die before his 25th birthday. I don't like this at all. I told him he was crazy. He went to Vietnam and came back safely. I said, see, your prediction didn't come true. He still insisted that he knew he would die before his 25th birthday. Meanwhile, I moved out of state and we lost touch. But one day, several years later, my mom called to tell me Gary had died in a construction accident. He was 2 weeks before his 25th birthday. Whoa, that's creepy. I don't like that. I feel bad for him. That's sad. So weird. They just like have things programmed into your brain like that. All right, cool. These stories are great. I'm very into these stories. I hope you guys are liking them. Let's have a sip from our wet water. Oh, that's good. And let's go back to the other shot. How you guys doing in the chat? I see you all. I'm back in the chat. Hello. Thanks again, Tommy Wagner. Oh my gosh, so for the next project. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy, $25. Thank you so much. Yeah, where is Chappie, everyone? Dude, Chappie must have been haunted. What the heck is about 1972? 72. Nick, are you asking? Or are you saying like, oh my God, yeah, 1972 keeps showing up? 1972 was because so many people were on drugs. Yeah, you know, Scott, you might be right. George! Oh man, my friend George. Are you watching, George? Thank you, George, for that $1 donation. My own friend George. George was here for the Mayhem Marathon on Twitch. So thank you, George. You might have seen him hanging out when I did the Ghost Story stream on Twitch. And if you guys want to see another Mayhem Marathon, do what the screen says and go follow on Twitch. Your name will show up on the screen right now if you follow on Twitch. Everyone will see how cool and how much of a champion player you are. And you can then see our next Mayhem Marathon that we will be doing on Twitch for Halloween. Another 12-hour, 10-hour plus, whatever the heck we do, crazy, intense marathon. That was super fun. So many people watched, and we did a ton of stuff. We're doing another one this October. So go to the Twitch. Please follow us. And next week, if you haven't heard it already, if you have heard it, sorry, I'm saying it again, but I got to let everybody know. I'm starting this show. This is the season finale tonight on YouTube. This is episode 10, episode 11, or season 1 of 2, episode 1 of season 2, or whatever. There's no seasons. It's just a stupid streaming show. But 10's a pretty good number to end on for YouTube. I will be doing this on Twitch starting next week. Donations will still go to me. If you guys want to donate directly to my Streamlabs like George did, and Kendall G, I see you. Thank you 11 minutes ago, Kendall, for that $5. You guys can directly donate to me in my Streamlabs. The link is in the description. It goes right to my PayPal bank account, or you can donate right here in the chat. Click that dollar symbol. It goes right to me from YouTube. Please donate if you got it. This is how I make my 9-to-5 living. I really appreciate it. Hello, Beta Bandits. What's up? How you been? I've been pretty good. You're just in time for this next sneak preview I'm going to show. A lot of classic horror movies. Blackula was one. I was at 1972. Hello, Cake. What's up? How's it going? Thanks for being here. Hey, Frank. Thanks for being here again. Back Pain Wayne will make a comeback. I got to do another one. Yeah, George gave $1. George doesn't have to give me $1 as my friend. You don't need to give me money, George. I think he's just trying to be supportive. It does help though. I'll use that $1 for gas on my gas guzzling 1972 haunted car. That's why my car is haunted. Every week I gotta put more gas in it. Ghosts are just taking it and doing something with it. Streets of Rage 4, quick thoughts tonight. I'm not very excited about Streets of Rage 4, unfortunately, Frank. I'm happy they're doing another one, but I'm majorly disappointed in the graphics. I do not like those flash animation graphics. I wish it was just 16-bit graphics. Streets of Rage, what is the Streets of Rage hack that someone made? It's like, Streets of Rage remake or whatever. That is a freaking tight game. I consider that Streets of Rage 4. Those are the kind of graphics I want. The graphics from Streets of Rage 2 and 3 were so good. Super fast, good 16 bits. That's all they really needed to do. They should have done like Sonic Mania Plus or Sonic Mania and just made it true to what it was and what it was best at. Those are my thoughts on Streets of Rage 4. All right, here we go. Yeah, and follow Neat Boss's links. You can buy any of my merchandise. There's neutral posters, there's neutral t-shirts there, there's Keith shirts, and there's a Grave Stories shirt that Neat Boss himself drew, and you can go and buy. If you like this show, please support it via Dang Ding Dong t-shirt. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, and go to Free Play Florida, like Retro Spectrum says. I will be there doing this live. Oh, yeah. Tattoo Tech just followed on Twitch. You see that pop on the screen? That can be you. Oh, man. Hectic Wolfie, I see you. I think I'm a little behind. I think you guys did that a couple minutes ago. What it's showing me on my phone is a little laggy. Please follow the Twitch and go to Free Play Florida in Florida. Around Orlando, Florida this November. I will be there, and so will Keith Abacari and James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, and I will be doing this live at the convention. We're gonna do like a campfire sleepover style ghost story at night. So go there. It's gonna be super fun. One of the best conventions in the world. Okay, here we go. Gonna go do the sneak preview of the new video that I'm loading on Friday. All right. I got it. Time to import this video. Do. There it is. Got it. Okay, so this is basically this is the new video that will go up on Friday. But what you're going to see is this is the behind the scenes in a way. This will have the audio of us yelling everything and people behind camera like saying, turn, do this, do that, okay, but you'll also hear the music. Because this is the only version I had on a Google Drive file because the video is still loading to my YouTube as we speak. So I didn't have like a legit link to show you. So, here we go. Ignore that. Well, actually, it's kind of more interesting, I think. You guys can hear what's happening behind the camera. But you can still hear the song a little bit. All right, here we go.
Alright, when?
Is that quiet? D-Lang. I just paused the video. Is that quiet? Is the video quiet? Can you hear the music? I will play it or turn it up if I need to. Someone let me know in the chat. I'm looking at the chat. Anybody, let me know. Is the music video audio quiet? Or does it sound okay? How does this sound?
How are you? Pretty good. Good.
Anybody? I'm looking at the chat. I don't see anyone answering. Let me know. Somebody. Hello. Why can no one hear me? Can you guys hear me talking? Hello? I'm looking at the chat. You can hear the music. Okay. Jeez, that took a while for someone to answer. I feel like I'm behind in the chat or something. Thanks, Jason. All right, here we go. Starting it over. Thank you, Tarkond. Gosh, this is going to keep interrupting the video.
Alright, when? Yep.
Hey. Hi. What's up?
Not much. How are you? Pretty good. Good.
Oh,
Why?
Where did we start? I can't remember at all. We used to be together.
Go.
I will not. You will not hear any audio besides music in the official video.
There's no way to measure how fast we will
Go, 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 go.
You will only see, and you'll only hear the you won't hear any of the talking, you won't hear the sound effects. How's the video look? Can you see it? Is the video lagging? This was like super hard to shoot this because we had to avoid real people, real traffic. The police drove by this time because I think someone called the police. I had to not hit the car. I almost hit the chase car right there. I almost hit the DP who was hanging off the back of the truck. And this is where I will skip because I don't want you to see everything.
Open the car.
And I will that is all I will show you. And that's that. There we go. That's it. And I'm back. Hi. So, that video. Thank you, Nick. Thanks for saying that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. That video was a real hassle. It took a long time and a lot of planning. Yeah, I didn't want to show too much of that. Here, I'll switch cameras over here. Yeah, Nick, I just wanted to skip and show. Sorry that there's a slight lag in the chat. I'm going to read a couple more stories and I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching that. So the band is called Scavenger Hunt, and the song is called Lost, and that is the Leno remix. No, not the same person as Neutral. Keel is his name. Keel Yulberg. Keel has shot a bunch of stuff for me. Remember the Talking Classics episode? It was like the second to last episode I did. It was the Turbo Express episode. The Turbo Graphics Express. He shot the intro to that. The Steadicam intro. He shot, I'm trying to think, he shot a lot of stuff for me. He's a really good Steadicam operator. That video cost me, that you just saw that preview, cost me like, I don't know, because I shot 2 videos that weekend and all the money went together. I spent $1,200 on that video and then a Keith Apicary music video. I rented a camera, I rented a Steadicam rig, I had to rent a truck for the camera guy to sit on to follow me, and he was hanging on illegally in the back of the truck. Lindsay had to keep jumping in and off the truck. I had to pay for the gas for that. I bought like 7 pieces. No, I bought five pizzas. The camera, it was, I'll go into it later in the behind the scenes. I won't ramble about it now, but it was a lot of work and choreographing and getting everyone in their place at the right time, because we had to get from the pizza place to a house to deliver the pizza. I had to find a place that I could make this route work and then have it happen all in the length of the song. It was crazy. Let me read some of the comments. Yes, spam. It was all one take. I'm behind on the comments. I'm just reading all of them. What's up with the Pizza Gate jacket, man? Charisma. That's an outfit I put together for that character. I have a very big idea for this character that I'm working on, and I'm talking to like television networks about it. But in the meantime, I want to film some stuff with the character and just put some stuff out there. So I made that video. I've been doing these other dance videos as him. If you guys haven't yet, please check out the dance videos I've been doing as that character. His name is Lester Andretti. He's a pizza delivery guy. And then just to putting random content out and sharing some new music that I like that I think people haven't heard before, sharing some smaller artists, is a dude named Jamitar. He makes really good music. I've done 2 videos. I got The last video, I'm trying to hit 10,000 views. Check out Jamitar's video, the one I did, the dance video. It's a single take. Not a great single take. It's just sitting on a tripod. It's not like the video you just saw. But check that out. I'm trying to crank that up to 10,000 views. This character, Lester, I have a really big idea for him. That would be like a television show. But in the meantime, I wanted to film this video you just saw to have some more content with him. But I bought that jacket and I added that pizza thing to the back. I added the pizza patch to the front. Got the hat with the pizza on the. I put the pizza on the top of the hat, the front of the hat. Basically, he was inspired by Terry Bogard, my favorite video game character of all time, my favorite fighting video game character. Mark of the Wolves, Terry Bogard, best fighting game, best character ever. So yes, that's where that pizza jacket is. That's what's up with that pizza jacket. I can't wait to see the full video. Thanks, D Lang. I always wondered what the life of a pizza delivery guy was like. Well, now you'll find out, Mac Blagic. I want to see the pizza at the end. Wait until you see, Retro. Wait until you see. Love you used the same car. That's my car, yeah. So it was easier for me just to use my car. I personally wanted to rent a Porsche, but I couldn't afford it. I spent too much money already. I wanted that character to be driving like a super awesome 80s race car, sports car, keeping that pizza nice and bubbly in the moves. Check your email. Okay, thanks. Did you email the blue laser gun? I will. Well, I'm assuming it's his car. Yes, that was my car. I didn't want to use my car, but I was like, oh, I own it. It's cheaper. It's a kind of cool car. May as well get my money's worth out of it. As AZ, if you haven't seen it yet, watch my movie Neutral. My car is like the star of the movie. Please watch it if you haven't seen it, unless you already know. I'm jealous of your car. It's my boyfriend dad's favorite car. Oh, nice. And it's also a 1972, my car. That's why this 1972 ghost story stuff is so weird for me. Looked him up. He graduated SCAD. I did too. Neat. I should reach out. Oh, Jamitar did? Oh yeah, James is in that intro. I'm friends with James Mitty. I don't know if you knew that. I bet we've done a lot of stuff together. The Yeti link. Yeah, Neat Boss just posted it. Thanks for asking, Kendall, and thanks for linking it, Neat Boss. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you very much for that $5 for the preview. I really, really appreciate it. Hello, Mac. Hello, Max Stuber. Maxtertube or whatever your name is. It's hard for me to read words. It kind of looks like a skinny Terry Bogard from King of Fighters. Yes, that's as it should. Do a vid with some punk music. Perfect hair deserves perfect. If I find a song that I really like, I would definitely shoot a video to it. I basically just find songs I like and I come up with ideas for videos and I shoot them. You heard of DWRP? Saw them live last month in Austin. I think their songs would be great for your dancers. No, I haven't, but I will take a screen grab right now and I will look them up after. Thank you for suggesting them, Scott. Cervantes is going to be in Soul Cabaret. Oh, that's cool. Maybe a video game pizza of rage. Has there ever been a car that has been in this many videos? A famous car? What do you mean? Do you mean in my videos? It's a very, very nice car. That's a very nice video. Well, thank you, Mitty. Your one takes are the best, Nate. Props to everyone involved creating them. Yeah, thank you, Thirsty. These one takes would be a lot better if I had could lock down the street and had a legitimate film crew. Like this was like a real TV show or a real music video with a huge budget. I just think of what I could actually pull off with people and resources and good equipment and closed streets or like a paid for location like in a warehouse. If you see my Keith Abacary Ninja Turtles music video, that was like we had that junkyard to shoot in, so that was great. We had full range of that place and could just really make something cool. Check that one out if you haven't. Please, it's an old video. It's from 2012, but it's one of my favorites. Keith Abacary's song TMNTSONG. Basically TMNT song. It's a single take music video with a fight and singing and dancing, and I love it. I love single take videos, so I wanted to do another one. I hadn't done one since Gloria, which was last year, so here we go. Here's my new one. It goes up this Friday. Please, everyone, watch it. Please share it. Please share with your friends. It was actually kind of dangerous. It was a little bit illegal, and it cost me a lot of money and a lot of time and practice and effort. So I try to put as much of the effort in as I can to all these videos I make. And they don't get as many views as stupid vlogs from 19-year-old people who were just hanging around the mall. But whatever, I'm making videos for and putting them on a website that they don't belong on. I keep putting things on YouTube, and that stuff just is not for YouTube. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you listened to Amanaguchi because of the video. Amanaguchi is awesome. Hello, Marcella. Welcome back. Midi, I got to work on putting some Keith posters up. Notice in Orange 2002 and license to drive the other day. Tow truck licensing. Oh, really? I'm going to look that up at KGP. Thank you for telling me that, KJP. I love License to Drive. That's one of my favorite movies. Maybe this car can make history the same way. Yeah, it'd be awesome if my car became famous. Like, my stuff needs to get a lot more views, though. That's when you use the car you get to ride for a DV president. Guerrilla filming is what you're best at. Yeah, Garrett, I know. That's all I've been doing my whole life. So hopefully all this guerrilla filming will pay off in the end, and we'll finally get a TV show. One of the things I'm pitching and working on will go through, and I'll be making a lot better content. This meant your car has been in many videos now and is famous. Sorry. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, I'm glad you've seen it in all the videos, and I'm glad you're watching. Well, thanks. Yeah. Thanks for being here for so long. I discovered pop culture Bermudian because of you. Well, thanks, Marissa. I'm glad you saw that. All right, cool. 101 people still here. This is great. If everyone likes the videos and likes these streams, and you like hanging out every Wednesday and likes me reading these stories, please donate if you can. Honestly, this is how I stay alive. I hate asking for it, but I got to, because this is how I make money. I spend every dollar I have on my rent and these videos. I spent $1,200 on that video and the Keith Abacare video, which I can show you a sneak peek of later when I start editing it. Keith's newest music video will be up soon. I go broke every month because I spend everything I have to make more content that you guys can check out for free. So this is how I make my money. If you can donate directly to me in the Streamlabs, the link is in the description. It goes right to my PayPal, or you can do it right here in the super chat. Whatever you want, if you got it, only if you got it. If not, who cares? Just thanks for hanging out, and thanks for hanging with me and watching. Let's finish this off. Let's do a couple more stories. I'm going to do 2 or 3 more stories. My friend Becky's texting me. She's watching the stream. I thought the car blended in the song, and it was more like swoosh money. That town you are shooting the piece of video looks like Sarasota. Oh, yeah, it does kind of look like Sarasota. That is a pretty cool town that we were in. Thanks for saying that, Becky. My friend Becky's in the chat. She just texted me. She saw the pizza video. Well, thanks, Brent. Get out there and film. Never stop filming. Shoot every idea you ever have. That's what I do, because you never know. Most of them might be bad. Like some of mine I just gotta put it out. You never know if it's gonna be good or what it's gonna be, but you gotta do it to find out. And some stuff will be great. Hey, at least you're not like Lily Pons, who just gets made fun of for crappy vids. Yeah, I mean, I did a video with her. I was in a Marshmallow video with her. It was a very interesting experience. I'm sure she's a nice person, but my experience with her wasn't great. I couldn't even really talk to her. She was literally the whole time we were shooting this video, staring at her phone. I couldn't believe it. And like, yeah, I check my phone too when you're just sitting around here on a video. She was on her phone so much. Granted, she's really plugged into the internet because she's got so many views and followers. She's probably reading a lot of comments and things or whatever and loading stuff. But this was her 99.9% of the time at her phone. They'd be like, Lele, we need you on set. We need you to go on camera. She'd go in front of the camera. She'd walk over, get ready, and they'd say, action. She'd put the phone down, do her thing, and they'd say, cut. I'm not exaggerating. Every second she was free, she was looking at her phone. And I was like, it was making me sick and stressed about how much she was on her phone. So that was my experience with Lele Pons. I'm sure she's a nice person. She's popular for a reason. People like her content. That's great for her viewers. But in my opinion, I'd rather personally make content that takes a lot of work and effort and thought and is a nice product in the end. It has replay value. I personally, not trying to compare myself to anyone else, I just don't want to make something that is disposable content that no one needs to watch a second time, and if you don't ever see it, it doesn't matter. I want to make something that people say, you got to see this video. Because that's what I do when I watch movies. I'm like, you got to see this movie. And that's what I want to make, and hopefully people say that about my stuff. She was like, gotta go back to the night. Well, thanks, Nick. Thanks for being here. Hey, Kenty Pooh, coming from my True Ghost story on episode 8. Haven't read it. Maybe. Oh, I'll read it right now. Did you comment to my top comment, Kenty? I believe it. She literally has stolen so many of your characters. It's just a weird time for YouTube, man. Oh, really? She stole some of my stuff? That's weird. I don't want to even look into it. Oh, no, Cake! Don't say po, po, po. It's too scary. Kenty, I'm going to go look at episode 8 right now. I'm at episode 8, looking for your comment. I'm going to read Kenty Pooh's story that they experienced. I'm sorry if I've been missing. Oh, Robert W., I see your $6.54 donation. Thank you very much. Kenty, here we go. All right, this is a story from a viewer, Kenty Pooh, and we're going to read it right now. Kenty Pooh, who's in the chat right now, says this. My story, 36 years in the making. In 1982, I was 5 years old. I lived with my parents and my 9-year-old brother, Conrad. We lived at 1601 Diplomat Drive in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The house was built in 1974. Whoa, almost 1972. Spooky. 70s are haunted. My brother and I each had our own room next to each other. I would sleep with my door open, which made me feel closer to my parents' room down the hall. I remember being afraid of the dark, and I didn't like sleeping in my room alone. I would often sneak into my parents' room while they were sleeping and sleep on the floor, half under their bed, until it got too cold. Then I sneak back to my bed later. I woke up one night and saw a dark, grainy figure of a woman standing in the dark hallway outside my bedroom door. She had dark hair and wore a long white silky gown. She seemed to be looking at me. I had no night light or bed lamp on to turn on. The room and hallway was only lit by the night sky through my curtains. I wasn't sure if someone there was in my eyes. I wasn't sure if someone was there or if my eyes and my imagination were just playing tricks on me in the dark. I thought maybe it was my mom in her nightgown, but it seems strange now. She was just standing there in the middle of the night. I got out of bed, put my arms forward, and walked toward her. "Mom?" I questioned. As I got closer, she seemed to fade into the dark. It was not my mom. If it was, she would still be walking down the hallway. This was my first and only ghostly encounter. I have thought back on this event many times in the last 36 years when the subject of ghosts came up. I always kind of figure it was just my imagination, that my young scared eyes made the shapes I wanted to see in the dark. Recently, Nathan Barnatt's Grave Stories from a Grave Digger inspired me to call my mom and ask her if she had any ghostly things happen to her in her lifetime. I was hoping she would say something about a particular lady ghost in North Carolina. Sadly, she hasn't had anything ghostly happen directly to her. Then I told her about my encounter on Diplomat Drive, and she told me that a neighbor lady she knew on Diplomat Drive was often awoken by a Civil War soldier ghost standing at the foot of her bed. My mom also told me I should call my brother. I called my brother and asked him the same thing. Have you ever had any ghost encounters? That is all I asked him. He immediately started talking about a woman in white. Whoa. Dude, this is rad. That he had seen multiple times at night waiting in our hallway. Dude, just like you saw. That's awesome. Waiting in the hallway at 1601 Diplomat Drive in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I don't think Conrad and I have ever spoken to each other about this ghost, but he did tell our mom about it. 36 years later, we gave each other a huge goosebumps. Realizing We had seen the same ghost 36 years ago. Now I'm a true believer. Dude, this is awesome. Super good story. Thanks, Nathan. Hope to hear this on your next show. Kenty Poo. P.S. Your mic is still too quiet. Haha. I know it's at 160%, but it's still quieter than the commercials and other vids. Hopefully it's louder this time. Hopefully it sounds good. Let me know, Kenty Poo, if it sounds good right now. At least it doesn't clip out the being loud too much, so that's good. Your little phone must have a great speaker on it. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you so much, Kenty Poo. That's awesome. That's a good story. I'm back in the chat now, everybody. Whoa, MJ Hart, thank you for that $10. Bring back Beat Tom, and you're awesome, Nathan. Well, thank you, MJ Hart. Thank you very much. That's a super generous donation of you. Everyone thank Kenty Poo, who's in the chat right now, for that story. That was a good one. If you guys have any stories that have happened to you, please comment them on these ghost story streams. It's easier if you comment them in a response to one of my pinned comments. You know how you can like pin a comment at the top of the comment section? I usually do that with the time code saying when and all the stories are starting. So if you can reply to one of those, it's easy for me to find them. After this video is not live, it'll be logged as, after the stream isn't live, it'll be logged as a video, and then you can respond to it with a comment with your stories, and I will read them next week. And next week I will be on Twitch, like the screen says. So if you can, please go follow the Twitch, and that's where we'll be doing the show next week. So if you want to see it, get over there to Twitch. It's much easier to run the show on Twitch. It streams faster and better. It works great on Twitch. Okay, good, Loic. I'm glad it's louder. Just gotta say that the Twitch follow GIF somewhere breaks the tension. I love it. Nice, Scott. Thank you. Who is this chick who stared at her phone that Nate was talking about? Thirsty. It's Lele Pons is her name. I was in a, Marshmello, the DJ. I was in a Marshmello video that she was in. I think it's called Summer was the song. Look up Marshmello Summer. You'll see me. I'm like the manager of a roller skating rink, and she's like the love interest in the video. I got the best idea for a short ghost video with you right now. Oh man, Cake, what is it? Mike sounds great. Thanks for reading it. I'm gonna send this to my brother now. Awesome. Thanks, Kenty Poo. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for leaving a story. That was a good story. Thank you very much. I liked it. Oh, hello, my son, Sleepy Dragon Plush TV. Thanks for being here. I hope you're asleep right now and dreaming of PG related things, and you're done with your homework. All right, I'm going to read two more stories, and I'm going to wrap it up. So here we go. Back to the stories. Boom. Cube zoom. Here we go. This next story is titled Energy Being. Reba Duncan, retired, Mira Loma, California, 1992. It was my first night in our new home alone. I was writing in the living room, and my pen ran out of ink. I turned on the hall light, went down the hall to the bedroom, got a pen, and returned to the living room. I realized I needed more paper, so I immediately went back to my bedroom. Only this time, I did not turn any lights on. Ooh, baby. Did that cut? What's going on here? Hang on a second. Okay. Now. There we go. Got the cuts going. Sweet. Okay. Upon reaching the doorway to my room, I saw what I now describe as an energy being standing just outside my bathroom next to the sliding doors that went outside. He had his arms held high toward the sky as if basking in the energy from the moon. The energy being seemed to be deriving pleasure, moving its head side to side and smiling until it detected my presence. It held its head to one side as if it were listening, then began to slowly back into my bathroom. This is crazy. I was unable to see its features clearly, but could determine it was a male. The outline of its body was lit up like lights. It was almost cartoon-like. I ran back to the living room area where I slept for a long time thereafter. That's it. That's the end of that story. Whoa, that just ends all of a sudden. Super weird. All right. Next story is called Stephen. Jenny Campine, artist, Kewanee, Wisconsin, 1991. This will be, well, this is 3 pages. So this will be my last story. Thank you everyone for joining. I will check back in the chat after this story. Thank you for being here. Please donate if you got it. Please donate if you got it. It's how I pay my dang rent. I really need it. I'm gonna beg. Sorry for my e-begging. During the early winter months along the shores of Lake Michigan, my friends and I ventured out to a historic hotel to have dinner. Much of the hotel was closed for the winter season, so only the bar and dining room areas were open that night. Following dinner, we all headed to the bar area. Despite the cold outside, things inside were noisy and excited because the Packers were winning that night. I left the lively scene to use the restroom, and on my way back, decided to have a look around the rest of the beautiful Victorian era hotel. It had tall windows facing the lake that had just enough moonlight coming in through them so that I could see around the room. There were small tables and chairs arranged in cozy groups opposite the check-in desk, with thick carpet that ran the length of the reception area. My attention was drawn ahead to the dark wooden staircase that led to the second floor. Looking back toward the bar area to make sure no one had noticed me missing, I ventured up the stairs. Upon reaching the first landing, I could make out rows of metal bed frames that lined both sides of the area. The mattresses rolled up for winter storage. Just as I was thinking I should go back to the bar, I noticed a light around the corner at the far end of the landing area. I wondered why anyone would be up on this level and decided to investigate. The floor creaked under my feet as I tried to quietly maneuver to the light. I paused to make sure I didn't hear anyone coming to look for me. I rounded the corner to discover 4 steps leading to a beautiful heavy wooden door. I stood there amazed, staring at the craftsmanship and construction. There was thick dust layered on the steps, and clearly visible in the dust were small footprints. A lone child had recently been through this door. Dude, this is getting freaky already. I stood there amazed, staring at the craftsmanship. I hadn't seen any children in the hotel restaurant, and certainly there weren't any in the bar. I could only rationalize that the child was in some kind of trouble, so I picked up my foot to climb the stairs. Why would the kid be in trouble? Before my foot touched the first step, there was a very loud, startling noise as the heavy door exploded open. Dude, I have chills. I have chills. This story is giving me a bad feeling. Something bad's going to happen in this one. Imagine that happened to you. I'm just imagining myself. I always imagine myself in these situations, and it freaks me out. I would have run like crazy. The heavy door, exploded open. It slammed against the wall, and the coldest wind I have ever felt rushed over me like a raging ice-cold river. I moved faster than I have ever moved before. In my rush to get back to the bar and the crowd of people there, I was pale and trembling as I collapsed onto a seat. I couldn't blink, speak, or think clearly. The bartender leaned down in front of me and asked what had happened. I don't know. No, I'm not sure. I can't. I didn't. I continued stammering. When I looked into his eyes, I could see that he knew. He knew exactly what had happened. I have so many chills right now. Dude, this story is awesome. He knew exactly what had happened to me. His face went white as his eyes grew around and opened wide as he said, "You met Stephen." Oh my God, Stephen? Who is Stephen? Casting glances to either side, the bartender leaned closer to my ear. I just broke up with my girlfriend. I have been pretty bummed about it. Wait. Casting glances to either side, the bartender leaned closer to my ear. Oh, this is the bartender speaking. I just broke up with my girlfriend. I have been pretty bummed about it. Yesterday, I was on my hands and knees polishing the fancy glassware when I broke down. I started crying. I didn't want anyone to know, so I just stayed there on the floor. I felt someone rubbing my back, feeling rubbing my back, telling me it was all right and not to cry. I felt so much better until I realized I was the only one in the hotel. The kitchen staff had gone into town to pick up food for dinner service. Things like this happen a lot. The rest of the staff are from this area and grew up with Steven's story. I think it might be Stefan. Stephen. I always say Steven. I think it's Stefan though. I asked what the story was, and the bartender continued. One night, a couple arrived after dark with a little boy. They skipped out the next day without paying their bill. The manager went up to the room to see if they had left anything behind to pay what they had owed, only to find their little boy there, dead. Oh my God, dude, the smoke machine just puffed when I said that. We decided to call him Stefan, or else it's Steven. So Stefan has never left the hotel. Wow, my whole body has chills right now. That is an insane story. That's a good one. That story is called Stefan. Jeannie Champagne, I'm not sure how to say her name. She's an artist from Kewaunee, Wisconsin. That was in 1999. Wow, that's a good one. And that was where I will leave off. And next week, I have a whole rest of this book to read. So if you guys are liking this, please go follow the Twitch. I will be live next Wednesday night on Twitch reading the stories as I do here. Check out that cube zoom. We see these sweet transitions next week. I'm back in the chat, everyone. Hello. Oh, what do I see here? Holy crap. Thank you, KJP. $20. That's a really big donation. Thank you. I really wish I could add a couple zeros into this amount. It is so deserved. Well, thank you. Thank you. That is more than enough. I love you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you so much. I thought it said Kip, too. I'm old. We can, KJP, we can call you Kip if you want. Let's see here. Thanks again to everyone. I'm going to read off the donations that I got, direct donations to my Streamlabs tonight. Thank you, Robert W. for $6.54. George, my friend, for $1. Kendall G for $5. Loic, the champion player, is always here. Thanks again for $20. $25 from Chris Bond. $5 from Kimberly J. Oh, I read Chris's last name. I'm sorry, Chris. I always try not to do that, but I am an idiot. $5 from Tyler M. And $10 from Nicholas D. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone who donated in the super chat. Jason, thanks for being here. Thanks for liking it. I do this every Wednesday. This grave stories from a grave digger. I used to be a grave digger in Massachusetts. That's what I did before I moved out here to California, and now I am reading spooky stories for basically my day job, I guess you could say. I love spooky stories, and if you guys like them too, please join me every Wednesday, 6 p.m. California time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. Not sure what time it is everywhere else in the world, but I do it every Wednesday. Next week, I will do it on Twitch. And that's where I will be doing it for the near future, an indefinite future. I'm not sure how long, but I'll be doing it on Twitch. That's my Twitch right there. Me and my friends do a lot of stuff on that Twitch. Please follow it. If you follow it right now and you haven't yet, your face and your username will pop up on the screen with a sweet Keith Apicary GIF. Scott, Nathan, were you able to, in the future, host this show from Austin at the Haunted W Hotel? That would be awesome. I would love to do that. That's something I do want to do, is host this show or do the show live from haunted places. This Halloween, I will be doing a special episode from inside a cemetery. So get ready for that. Keep following. Follow the Twitch. Follow my YouTube. If you want to stay up to date on this show, I will be in a cemetery in a few weeks at night. It's going to be very scary for me. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of ghosts. I'm afraid of ghost stories. I think it might be a bad idea to do it from a cemetery, because if there's any haunted place, it's a cemetery. But I have a cemetery that I can get into at night, and I will do it live in front of the headstones. So please donate. I probably will have to be bailed out of jail. So the donations you give me now and later will help me to pay my own bail. I want to donate so much more, but I shouldn't have donated at all. Well, don't worry about it, Cake. Thank you. Twitch pretty much don't have a donation. It's such work. Don't have a donation. It's such work. Well, don't worry about it, Cake. No, Civ, don't say po. Getting promotion soon. My new job, so I'll be donating again soon. Well, thanks, Neat Boss. You don't have to donate though. Neat Boss made a sweet T-shirt that's on my Yeti link. It's my merchandise site. The Yeti makes awesome merchandise. They make my Keith merchandise, my neutral merchandise. If you guys want to buy some merch, go to the link. Neat Boss drew a sweet design for a Grave Stories T-shirt. It's the first Grave Stories T-shirt that's up there. Loic, $5 more, dude. You gave $25 tonight. I think you gave more than that, maybe. Dang, Loic, that's $25 from you. Thank you. Thanks for the cool stream, like always. See you next week, my dude. Well, thank you very much. So, don't forget, everyone, this Friday, you saw the preview tonight. Watch my single take music video. It's called Lost from Scavenger Hunt. It's a music video for the sweet band Scavenger Hunt. You should check them out. They're pretty good. And it's the remix by Leno, the Lost remix for Scavenger Hunt this Friday. Watch it, pass it around, crank those views up. Help me out. Thanks for being here, everyone. I'll personally bust you out. Oh, thank you, Neat Boss. Oh, dude, you have to go to the Queen Mary sometime. It's the most haunted thing ever. Charisma, did you not see my video? Look at like my last 3 videos. I did a whole video on the Queen Mary, and I investigated, did all kinds of stuff. Check it out. I was on the Queen Mary. Oh yeah, Dolaxon said it. What was that phrase you came up with on the neutral stream? Oh, yeah, someone said it earlier. I already forgot. I said it like 20 minutes ago. Gontran, something, Gonstab. Gausnik Bontran. No, it's Bausnik Gonstab. It's like a mix of those. It's Bauswick Gonstab. I can't remember. Bausnik Gonstab. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to say to everyone. Bausnik Gonstab, everybody. I made up that phrase because I sincerely can't say thank you enough. So the words thank you don't even register how I actually feel for everyone watching and donating. You keep me alive. You keep me being able to make videos. Thank you for all the donations. Bausnik Gonstab. That means thank you more than any other way of saying it. So thank you. Gontran. I don't remember. Who knows. Words. That's what I should say. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the donations. Next week on Twitch, go follow the Twitch. We're going to do a Mayhem Marathon soon. See ya, Loic. See ya, Charisma. See ya, Sam. See ya, Smitty. Dorlaxon. I'm trying to see about it. Neat Boss. CC Games. I'll be on CC Games CEO's podcast. Watch for that. Spambox, Scott, Phelan, Cake, Loic, Neat Boss, I already said that. Civ, everyone, Jason, Rizos, KJP. I'm trying to find everyone in here. Everyone who's commented, everyone who's watching. Yaya, everyone who hasn't spoken or commented, thank you for being here. Sleepy Dragon, Chris Haynes. Hey, it's my cousin. Hello. I don't know you were doing this. I just found it. Chris Haynes, my cousin. Hello. Thanks for being here. I'm wrapping it up right now. Yes, I read spooky stories every Wednesday, if you didn't know. And that's just how I make my 9 to 5. And then I use all this money to go make more videos, like the one you guys will see this Friday. Thanks for watching the sneak preview. Hope you liked it. What if I made a long sleeve with both of the words on each sleeve in Old English font? That's kind of cool. I don't know if I'd want the Old English font. I have a font that I make myself. Neat Boss. I could send you it. Maybe we could do it like that. If I do my own like custom handwritten font, sort of, it's kind of have my style to it a little bit. Thanks, Civ. Thanks for being here. Yeah, these stories were pretty good in this book. I'm into this book. This one will last for a little while, so get a couple more episodes out of it. It does sound like a new character, that phrase. How are the posters doing? Did we sell 1 million? Yoda, I don't know. Hopefully. I need to check on the sales. AZ, adios. All right, I'm going to end it. See you next week. Yeah. Don't forget, go follow the Twitch. Please, please, please. And also, I should say, someone donated to me earlier today, and I saw it, and thank you very much. It was like $10 or something. If you ever have